Hey everybody, Brett here, and it's day 99 of my carnivore diet journey. So, right on the verge of hitting that triple digits of consecutive days doing carnivore. But, talk about that tomorrow. Today, um, typical thing happened for me today. I had a really great weight yesterday, 266.9, 4.3 pounds away from being, an even 70 pounds down. And yeah, I'm up 2 pounds today. So, again, we've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it every single time it happens. Weight goes up, weight goes down. As long as it goes down more than it goes up, you're doing good. And if you track every day like I do, you see it a lot. So, today's weight was 268.9. So it's up 2 pounds. And yeah, is what it is, right? So I'm still calling it 200 and, I'm sorry, whatever it was, 68 pounds. Is that right? I can't hear. I'm down a lot of weight. I'm losing track of the numbers. I'm tired. My head's still running. I just got back from my tennis lesson. And my wife and I are actually getting a lot better. She's getting a lot better. I'm getting a little bit better. So I'm not as progressing as fast as she is, but she's catching up to where I was. So, we're keep going every week, or almost every week. We're going to be off next week because we got a baseball game to go to, and then I'm traveling again the following week. So I'll be off for a couple weeks, but I'm going to try and play. We're just going to try and go to the courts up in the neighborhood here and play a little bit. No point in doing lessons if you're never going to test what you've learned. So, got to play some games. Going to play against my son. Get his butt away from the video games a little bit more. Even though it's a competitive thing for him, it like really is. He's, he does really good in the state tournaments and everything. So, I encourage it. But told him tonight, if he spent half the time on tennis that he does on video games, he'd probably be a varsity tennis player. But he's not. I don't know. We'll see. Again, another story for another time. Today I got up, did my weight, 268.9. No breakfast. Left the house in a little bit of a rush, and there was a little bit of confusion when I was leaving, and I left my lunch at home, which was just going to be one of those beef sausages that I bought yesterday and cooked up for lunch. I had one left. Ended up not doing that. Wanted something quick and easy in the afternoon because I was a little hungry. And I had to go to customer site today. So on the way over there, I just left about 10 minutes early. And I always get nervous going to a McDonald's or something like that to buy just burger patties because, sometimes they're... My daughter works at McDonald's, and she says they can't stand the people that order burger patties because they're usually rude people. I'm trying to be very polite, but I don't know what the other stores are like. So I didn't bother with that. What I did was I went to Arby's and I got roast beef sandwiches. I did look it up. They're beef, water, salt, and something phosphate. So there's something in there that's not so desirable, but there's no sugar and there's no, big filler or anything like that. It's ground up slurred meat, coned and cooked, right? So, went ahead and did that and just ate the roast beef, not the bun. So no cheese sauce or anything like that on it. And yeah, that was good. So did that and then ate the sausage when I got home. I was still hungry, and then I was still hungry. So we went to bingo tonight. My Elks Lodge hosts bingo every other Monday. excuse me. So I did the Elks Lodge, or the bingo, and at the poorhouse where we go to, the Parker Poorhouse, they have sandwiches and things like that. So I ordered a gyro, and just ate the gyro meat and the little bit of feta that was on it. No pita, no onion, no tomato, no cucumber, no tzatziki. So none of that stuff. Just basically the meat and a little bit of feta. And that actually made me just right. Like, I wasn't full, I wasn't hungry, I felt good. And then I drank a ton of water today because I had a cramp in the middle of the night last night again. Had a cramp, and I wasn't working it out, so I did go down in the middle of the night and just drank a little bit of pickle juice. Cramp went away within a couple of minutes, and no more cramps the rest of the night. So that was good. But so I made sure I drank extra water today. Excuse me. Plenty of salt in the roast beef, plenty of salt in the sausage, and plenty of salt on the gyros. So should have a fair amount of good electrolytes in me tonight and shouldn't have any cramping, but we will see. And then yeah, so that was my dinner. I was gonna try and make beef bacon tonight, but wasn't thinking about bingo, where we go to bingo about 6:30, and then that finishes up around 8, and then our tennis lesson is 8:30. So just wasn't time for it. So that's why I just ate a little bit of something at the bingo place. So I didn't follow my plan, but I stayed on program, right? And again, that's one of the important things. I mean, you got to set a plan and stick to your plan. If something goes sideways, just don't let it put you in a spot where you're not supposed to be. And that's one of the things that I do over and over and over again. I place orders at restaurants and people look at me cross-eyed because I just want the meat part, right? And they don't understand it, right? And my favorite thing is when I order fajita meat. Wait, you don't want the tortillas? No, I don't want the tortillas. Don't want the onions, don't want the peppers, don't want any of it. Just give me a double order of steak fajitas, but only bring out the meat and just bring it on a plate. Don't put it on your skillet where you're going to put an oil and water mix to make it steam and everything. Just put it on a plate. So that's what they do for me. I go to certain places and they always get it right. So it's working out. Tomorrow is 100 days, and I kind of snuck up on me. I wasn't really thinking about it, but it's going to be 100 days. So I did measurements and everything yesterday. So hopefully my weight will be back down tomorrow. We'll see with how much water I drank today, how much I'm retaining. But hopefully my weight will be back down. I'll be able to give you guys a good weight number, and I'm going to give you an update on the inches. So the inches lost overall, and yeah, this is my last week that I'm going to do Lion. It's going to work out pretty well for me because next week I'm traveling. Wait, next week I'm traveling? No, not traveling next week. I'm traveling the week after that. So maybe I'll stick on diet one more week. I'll decide that. But I want to be offline when I go back to Texas, just because it's a little bit more difficult there where I'm at to follow my plan real close. But I'll do that. I'll go back to straight carnivore for a week, maybe 2. And then I'm going to try and do just a little bit more Lion diet just before I go down to Mexico, where I'm still struggling with the Mexico trip and what I'm going to do as far as my diet plan. So I will figure that out, but I'm really not sure. I'm really nervous about going off diet and having my stomach get upset and things like that, trying to do scuba diving with an upset stomach. That's not going to be fun. So we'll see how it works out. But for now, stick with the line the rest of the week, at least. Maybe one more week, maybe not. And then I'm back on regular carnivore. Looking forward to bacon and eggs and chorizo and eggs. That's what I'm looking forward to. So that's what I had to share with you today. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to keep pushing as much as I can on the subscriptions in that, and keep getting more and more people exposed to this. Somebody else commented the other day, he has no clue how my video ended up in his feed, but he watched it and he really enjoyed it. Something interesting for him. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. That's what I have for you today. I will talk to you tomorrow.